From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Good morning and happy Friday. We're less than a week away from Christmas, and folks, it is definitely going to look like a very Christmas scene up in the Cascades. We have 3 feet of snow still in the forecast from this morning through next Tuesday morning. Still a little bit gusty for today, tonight, and for tomorrow. Not as strong as the winds we saw a couple days back, and that minor river flooding potential is still not going away either. Okay, your outdoor weather, 30s and 40s this morning for lower elevations. Very cold in the Cascades this morning, 22 for White Pass and 30s up in the Blue Mountains. The wind gusts are still doing their thing. 36 miles per hour for Pendleton, 31 miles per hour for Hermiston, 17 miles per hour for the Tri-Cities. If there is a little bit of a dead zone right now, that would be in the Yakima and the Kittitas valleys. We're seeing this atmospheric river, one of many, just kind of hanging, staying put over the Blues right now. This is mostly rainfall. We're maybe seeing a little bit of a rain-snow mix at Tollgate, but your hourly forecasts take it back to the Tri-Cities for this Friday. Going to end up being a beautiful day with mostly sunny skies. And once again, could see a little bit of snow for valleys. It's just going to stay as rain for the basin and for the foothills. So we'll talk a lot more about the snow up in the Cascades and the winds for the next couple days coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead, flooding caused widespread damage across Benton County. Now officials are working to determine if federal help could be on the way. Coming up, what officials need from residents as damage assessment gets underway.
Plus, we're learning flooding isn't just affecting people, it's also impacting fish populations in the Yakima River. Straight ahead, why biologists say the long-term effects may depend on timing and location.
And good news for Tri-City travelers. A new nonstop flight is taking off at the Pasco Airport. How a new Alaska Airlines route could make West Coast travel faster and easier. It's all coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now, Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jade Elliott. It is Friday, December 19th. Made it to the end of the week, and
We're here.
This is it.
The final countdown till Christmas.
This kicks off Christmas break for like the kids.
And there's a lot going on in the community.
Yes.
We're going to talk more about that later on in the newscast. But we do want to start your top stories off, and we're starting in Benton County, where emergency officials are now working to determine whether the area qualifies for FEMA assistance.
All of this just after, of course, recent flooding caused unexpected damage across the community. Emergency management leaders say the flooding reached major flood stage, even exceeding impacts that were seen during the 2009 flood.
Crews are now focused on assessing damage to homes and businesses, gathering aerial pictures, drone footage, and also first-hand reports from residents. That information will be sent to the state as part of a preliminary damage assessment, which could open the door to federal help.
So we don't know whether we'll be approved for that, but the biggest piece to getting to that point is the community feeding that damage assessment information to us through that link on the website.
Officials stress that residents impacted by the flooding should fill out the damage assessment form on the Benton County Emergency Services website.
They say accurate reporting is critical to telling the full story and determining whether FEMA assistance becomes available.
And the historic flooding has left its lasting mark on just about everything in the region, including wildlife.
A biologist says fish populations in the Yakima River could be impacted by flooding, but the extent depends on several factors. William Meyer, a Yakima Basin habitat biologist, says salmon and bull trout just laid their eggs. Now they could be destroyed or buried by floodwaters, but he says the impact could be made up for by other generations of fish.
He believes prior restoration work by the Yakima Nation, the Department of Fish and Wildlife, and nonprofits have all helped the fish cope better with flooding.
The fish belong to all of us, and the people have been working hard in the Yakima Basin in particular, but throughout the state, on restoring salmon for economic means, just for the sheer joy of having these wild creatures return to our rivers and mountains. And it's really just part of the fabric of the life of the valley here.
Meyer also says how badly fish populations are impacted depends on where and when those species lay their eggs.
5:04 now over in Pasco. Tri-Cities Animal Services is seeing a major uptick in dogs and cats arriving at its shelter. It's a problem officials say continues to grow.
Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with shelter leaders about the rising demand and how recent weather events are impacting their work.
Tri-Cities Animal Services in Pasco provides animal control services for Kennewick, Pasco, and Richland, while also sheltering homeless pets from across the Tri-Cities. The facility offers food, medical care, and housing for animals in need, with veterinary oversight to treat illness and injury. The shelter has around 75 kennels for dogs and a similar number of cages for cats. But Animal Services Manager Ben Zingen says this year has been especially challenging, particularly with kitten season.
Kind of hitting us hard this year. We're still getting kittens coming through the door. I think we have about 160 animals under our care right now, between dogs and cats.
Zingen says that since the start of 2025, the shelter has rarely had any open space, often operating at full capacity.
We've brought in about 3,000 animals to date in 2025. Unfortunately, only about 300 of those went back to their original owners.
Officials with Tri-City Animal Service tell me that since 2020, the demand for homes and adoptions locally here in the Tri-Cities has exploded. However, with recent cold conditions and flooding, it brings a very real and very serious element concern for local animals.
Zingen knows that concern firsthand. During the 1996 flood, he helped move animals out of harm's way as families were forced to evacuate.
I was working through that, making trips to Benton City and back to Pasco with animals from people that were being evacuated from their flood, from their homes and whatnot with their animals. We would tag their animals with their last name and we'll bring them here and shelter them.
Today, Tri-City Animal Service continues that mission by coordinating resources for residents who may need to evacuate with their pets.
Worked with some local groups to work out a plan that, hey, if this area is being evacuated, what is your availability?
Zingen says just last week, the shelter's lead animal control officer helped coordinate evacuation of farm animals as floodwaters rose near Van Giesen Street.
There on Van Giesen in Richland, where the waters were getting high and people were needing to evacuate some of their large animals, like horses and cows and whatnot. So she located a local, I can't remember the name of the organization, but they were ready with 150 stalls for us.
Tri-Cities Animal Services says its mission remains the same, to protect animals and help as many animals as possible find safe, permanent homes. In Pasco, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
And Tri-Cities Animal Services are accepting donations at this time as well.
If you or someone you know is interested in supporting TCAS, head to applevalleynewsnow.com where we've posted more information.
And staying in Yakima for an update on the Memorial Aquatic Pools Dome project. The dome is now up. The lighting inside is done. So the question, what's next? Well, parts of the project include making the building portion usable in the winter, since that has not happened before. The installation of the roof is done, along with the installation on the outside. And now they're working on one last detail to wrap up the project in order to open it up to the public.
Now we're working on the HVAC system to keep the building warm during these winter months. That's one of the last pieces to being able to open to the public, is that HVAC system. Due to supply chain issues, we were just informed by the HVAC company that the system, the unit itself, the HVAC unit is delayed.
Now the HVAC system is set to arrive sometime in January. As of right now, it's only available to the Pasco School District swim team for practices and other swim teams as well. The city says that although they would love to open it, the safety of the public and staff, of course, are a main priority. But it's pretty incredible. That's where my kids swim for their swim team.
Oh.
And so it's quite the infrastructure that they've put up, and
Love to see
really nice for the community.
Time now is 5:09, and over in Yakima, the City Council wrapped up its final regular meeting of 2025 with leadership changes and much more. A fire department master plan presentation highlighted long-term needs for buildings, infrastructure, and staffing without affecting the budget. Mayor Patricia Byers and council members honored outgoing council members Danny Herrera and Janice Deschio for their years of service to the community. Council members also administered oaths of office to Judge Aaron Masters and Judge Troy Clements, officially welcoming them to the bench for the coming term.
Yeah, it's not easy being on council, being in the forefront, being in the news, on the newspapers, everything you're on there under a microscope, and it's not easy.
It gives you a whole new perspective on how the city is run, the decisions that are made and why they're made.
City officials say more budget decisions and discussions will resume when the council returns in January, and the next regular meeting is scheduled for January 6th.
All right, 10 minutes after 5, and good news for frequent flyers. A new flight option taking off at the Tri-Cities Airport.
Alaska Airlines is adding a new flight the community is asking for, giving local travelers another way to connect to the West Coast and beyond. So the airport will now offer a direct flight from Pasco to Portland. A service will offer passengers a quick hop to Portland, leaving out of the airport twice a day. And Portland's a major hub for Alaska Airlines. It opens up dozens of same-day connections.
Airport officials say the route is something the community has been asking for and could save travelers both time and the drive.
Last time we had it was, I think, 2018. Went away, and we've been trying to get it back. And I think Portland's finally in a position where it makes sense to add a route like Pasco to Portland.
And Buck Taft, the director of the airport, says that the flight is also expected to support local business travel and tourism, and also could lead to more service expansions in the future.
Tickets are already on sale for the new Alaska Airlines flight, which is set to begin service soon.
Exciting stuff.
Love to see it. All right, keep it here, because coming up next, breaking overnight, police say the man suspected in the Brown University shooting has been found dead. Coming up, investigators reveal new details about how he was tracked down. It's all in your national news in just a few minutes.
And giving you a live look outside this morning from right here at the Apple Valley Studios in Kennewick, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth is going to break down your first alert forecast coming up after the break, talking about another windy day ahead.
There are moments in everyone's life. Big moments, little moments, just for me moments, cake moments. These are our moments. Bring the joy. Only at Nothing Bundt Cakes.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado. For 200 accessories including dozens of humidors and fine pipes. It's the educated cigar.
Want your home or business to remain clean? Here to meet all your janitorial needs, R&S Janitorial Services. They have serviced the Valley for over 20 years, specialized in cleaning all offices and businesses to warehouses, commercial buildings, and more. R&S keeps the inside of your business or workplace clean and professional at all times. You keep doing what you do best and let R&S do the rest. Call R&S Janitorial Services at 509-840-7100 today.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Christmas time is fast approaching, and it's not too late to get just what your family gathering needs from Honey Baked Ham. Pick up one of our famous fully cooked spiral cut hams, glazed to perfection, just heat and serve. We also offer fully cooked turkey breasts. And don't forget, Honey Baked Ham makes the perfect holiday gift. Complete your feast with our incredible sides and delicious desserts. Visit Honey Baked Ham on Columbia Center Boulevard or call 579-5855 or go to honeybaked.com to place your order and put Honey Baked Ham on your table this year.
There are moments in everyone's life. Big moments, little moments, just for me moments, cake moments. These are our moments. Bring the joy. Only at Nothing Bundt Cakes.
GMA this morning. George, Bradley, and Will.
That's insane. I know.
On life, cheesesteaks, and making a new movie together this morning. Only on...
On three. 1, 2, 3. Good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Kraken, Sharks. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Saturday on My Network TV. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and take you on a tour of our mountain passes for this morning. We start off with Snoqualmie Pass on Interstate 90. It is a little bit slushy. Traction tires are advised. And we'll take you down to U.S. Highway 12 at White Pass. Snowy and slushy. Traction tires are required. Then we'll slide over to the Blue Mountains at I-84 Cabbage Hill. Spots of ice. Traction tires are advised. And then for Oregon 204 at Tollgate, snowy and slushy. And traction tires are advised, and these pass conditions are going to get much worse over the next handful of days. Okay, the wind gusts are better compared to a couple days back. I think it was Wednesday morning that we saw the 81 mile per hour gust in Pendleton. Yeah, definitely not going to see that for today, tonight, or tomorrow, but it will be breezy/gusty out there. For this morning, still seeing those gusts up around 37 miles per hour for Pendleton. We'll put this into motion with Futurecast gusts, and you see just kind of these persistent gusts all throughout today, for tonight, and then into tomorrow as well. So that's what we have on the docket over the next, I would say, 36-ish hours, and those winds continuing to be out of the south and west like they've been over the past handful of days now. Okay, so you can see hour-by-hour wind gusts yourself through your exact home address by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app free in the App Store or on Google Play. And just a little summation of what we just showed you. See 20 to 35 miles per hour for today, lighter in Ellensburg. Kind of the same thing for tonight, and then for tomorrow, those winds overall just a touch lighter. But okay, this is the big deal. Talk about the snow. Time it out with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
5:16, thanks Josh. Turning now to your national headlines, where breaking overnight, the man suspected in the Brown University shooting has been found dead at a New Hampshire storage facility.
Providence's chief of police saying he took his own life.
We got him. Shortly before 9 o'clock tonight, the FBI SWAT team executed court-authorized search warrants at a storage unit facility in Hampshire Road in Salem, New Hampshire. This is where we located Claudio Neves Valente, the individual who we believe was responsible for the Brown shooting. The latest developments in an intense 5-day manhunt, and is a result of an incredible amount of work dedicated by the law enforcement team standing here before you tonight.
Now, the individual, Valente, was a former student at Brown, attending briefly about 25 years ago. The state attorney general said he was found with 2 firearms and evidence matching the scene of the crime.
Attorney General also said the suspect changed the license plate on a rental car, making it more challenging to find him. Authorities say Valente also killed an MIT professor this past week.
And Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem ordered a pause in the diversity visa lottery program for immigrants after Valente was found dead.
Valente entered the U.S. through the diversity lottery visa program from Portugal in 2017. He was granted a green card, and that program is meant to encourage immigration from countries that have low rates of it.
Noem says President Donald Trump directed her to pause the program, and she called it, quote, disastrous. We'll, of course, keep you updated, but coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Josh Colbert is back with how your weather is looking this weekend. It's all coming up in that full First Alert weather forecast. Probably seeing some more high winds. Probably will need both hands on the wheel again.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, lots of that. He'll break it all down after the break.
Is your body sending you an SOS? If you have high blood pressure or type 2 diabetes, your kidneys could be warning you about increased risks like heart attack or stroke. Don't miss the hidden signal. Ask your doctor about a UACR urine test.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes. It's the educated cigar.
Okay, there's the signal.
Okay, whoa. Hurry, he's coming. Have a good round.
See you later. All right.
What's that?
Toolbox.
Okay. Santa's way sneakier.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Hi, I'm Steve Winnery. I'm the pastor at Calvary Chapel, and I'd like to invite you out to our Christmas Eve service. It's going to be on December 24th at 6 p.m., and it's going to be in our outdoor amphitheater. We have a great time out there. We have bonfires. It's going to be a candlelight service, and we sing Christmas carols. We have a good time. and we'd love to have you join us. So come on out.
This is your home for Kraken hockey. Every goal.
He scores!
Every save.
What a stop!
Every game.
That's hockey, baby!
Watch us defend the D.
Kraken, Sharks. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Saturday on My Network TV.
Celebrate the season at Queensgate Gardens. Fresh trees, wreaths, poinsettias, ornaments, and perfect gifts. Meet bilingual Papá Noel every Thursday night and Santa all weekend. Papá Noel nos visita los jueves. Queensgate Gardens in Richland, where Christmas grows.
From our family to yours, happy holidays.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We're still expecting about 3 feet of snow for our Cascade passes over the next 4 days. So again, this is the reason why we just have this big expansive storm system, really series of storm systems that are just following the same storm track, bringing multiple rounds of rain and snow to the region. So already seeing that this morning. For the Blues, we'll put this into motion with Futurecast radar. Snow level is going to start to drop throughout the rest of this morning, and we'll get another wave of snow into the later morning, into the later hours this morning. And then all throughout the day for today, look at this, just rounds and rounds and rounds of snow up in the Cascades. That's going to continue all throughout the day for Saturday as well, and that'll continue as we head into Monday too. So this is kind of been the state of play over the past couple of days, and yeah, we're really going to run up the score when it comes to those snowfall totals. So 4 a.m. this morning to 4 p.m. on Monday, 32 inches of snow for Snoqualmie Pass, 28 inches of snow for White Pass. Not as impressive for Blue Mountain passes, but that just gets us through 4 p.m. on Monday. For the next 12 hours after that, maybe another 3 to 4 inches of snow into the wee hours of the morning for Tuesday. Okay, then there's another storm system after that I think a lot of you are going to have vested interest in, as yes, there is a little potential of some low elevation snow around Christmas. Now, first of all, I want you to read these words, okay? It's a preliminary forecast, subject to change. I want you to pay attention to these words as well. Just going with trace amounts right now for the Kittitas Valley, for the Yakima Valley, for the Lower Columbia Basin, and for the Blue Foothills. But it's something, and of course we'll watch that something very closely over the coming days. Also want to touch on this, the river flooding potential, not quite entirely 100% put to bed just yet, but we're thinking for the Natchez River, this is going to wrap up a little bit later this morning. And then that flooding time frame is going to be a little bit later on for the Yakima River at Kiona. 10 a.m. on Friday to 4 in the morning for Monday. So you can read more about those specific impacts at those specific river gauges by going to applevalleynewsnow.com. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Breezy today and tomorrow. Then watching the chance of a wintry mix for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. In Yakima, the possibility of freezing rain tonight and Saturday night. So just drive like the roads are already icy. In Ellensburg, multiple chances for snowfall over the next week, although it doesn't look like it'll add up to much. For Hermiston, gust up to 30 miles per hour today, a little bit calmer for Saturday, then perhaps freezing rain to start Sunday. And finally, for Walla Walla, rain chances through Tuesday, then maybe a transition to a rain-snow mix by Christmas Eve.
All right, check this out now. Some holiday cheer is reaching even the animal kingdom this season.
That's right. Primates at the London Zoo, including gorillas and Saki monkeys, are celebrating Christmas in a pretty special way.
Zookeepers surprised them with festive stockings and sacks filled with fruits and vegetables as part of the zoo's Magic of Christmas event, encouraging the animals to forage, explore, and enjoy some holiday enrichment.
And judging by the video, they were more than happy to dig in. I've never seen a monkey look like that. They're so cute.
They're pretty cute.
Oh, I want
wild animals.
Yeah. Don't
let that get
approach
lost
any
on
wild
ya.
animal. Yeah. I want a stocking with fruits. Not vegetables, but fruits. I'm a child.
Stocking with like fruit snacks.
Fruit snacks, fruits, candy.
Was there, okay, so stockings, is there something that like your folks always put, like you could always count, like that's going to be in my stocking?
The tube of mini M&Ms. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I do, yeah.
Oh, those are so good. I just like the whole thing.
There would be like a candy cane version of that.
Oh,
and more M&Ms than an 8-year-old knew what to do with.
My dad kind of got lazy later and just put money in there. Yeah, but
Nothing wrong with
I'll
that.
take, yeah, nothing wrong at all.
I wish my parents got lazy. Jeez.
Got many M&Ms.
Yeah.
So much for ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. An internet famous football cat is graduating with honors, and one shop is offering undelivered mystery parcels for sale. Oh, hi, Guy. It's all ahead in today's Take a Look at This.
T-Mobile and U.S. Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Christmas time is fast approaching, and it's not too late to get just what your family gathering needs from Honey Baked Ham. Pick up one of our famous fully cooked spiral cut hams, glazed to perfection, just heat and serve. We also offer fully cooked turkey breasts. And don't forget, Honey Baked Ham makes the perfect holiday gift. Complete your feast with our incredible sides and delicious desserts. Visit Honey Baked Ham on Columbia Center Boulevard or call 579-5855 or go to honeybaked.com to place your order and put Honey Baked Ham on your table this year.
Is it cold outside? Chuck here from Pizza Speedway in Kennewick. Swing by and grab hot pizza in minutes. Right now, buy one pizza, get one free of equal or lesser value. Limit one per customer. With this deal, you can get 2 large pizzas for $17 plus tax. Call ahead or walk in to order. Then cruise the drive-thru or step inside to pick up. Just mention this ad for the discount. Cozy up with a slice and a flavored energy drink or soda infusion. Visit us today at 525 North Edison in Kennewick. Pizza Speedway. Dinner in a flash.
And Consumer Reports.
We're testers.
This organization accepts no advertising or sponsorship.
Since 1936.
Testing dishwashers, TVs, cars, vacuums.
We buy directly from stores, just like you.
Making sure products are safe.
And that they last.
Because we're advocates.
Engineers and scientists. We're testers. We're Consumer Reports.
Join us.
Look and feel your best this holiday season with special pricing on Botox and fillers at Prosser Memorial Health's Dermatology Center in Benton City. Smooth, fine lines, add natural-looking volume, and step into every celebration with confidence. We also offer a full range of dermatology services and products to keep your skin healthy year-round. To schedule your appointment, call 509-588-4555 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. Happy holidays.
T-Mobile and U.S. Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
San Francisco, Indianapolis, Monday Night Football at 5. Apple Valley News Now.
Well, welcome back. 5:28, and check this out. What started off as a pick-me-up between college football friends earned a Midwestern cat viral celebrity status.
And now that cat has been honored by its university's highest officials.
Jeremy Roth has the story in today's Take a Look at This.
A recent fall commencement ceremony in Ohio was headlined with a dose of snuggly star power.
Bowling Green has turned out to be a cat place, okay?
Yep, the ceremony's guest of honor was a cat, but not just any cat, Pudge, Bowling Green State University's beloved football mascot turned viral star. After the team's long snapper, George Carlson, brought Pudge to the locker room to cheer up an injured teammate, the interwebs did what they do, catapulting this fine feline into the organization's most well-known figure. And that's saying something, considering the team's coach is former All-Pro NFL running back Eddie George, for crying out loud.
I was like, what the hell's a cat doing in the locker room?
Well, rear. Before you knew it, Pudge's precious paunchy puss was everywhere, from national news media to silly swaggy merch. You gotta be kidding me. But all good things must come to an end, and along with his graduating owner, Pudge is now moving on. So university officials gave him a teeny tiny cap and gown and a bittersweet goodbye.
You will always have a home here at Bowling Green. Now don't tell my dog I said that.
Speaking of unexpected surprises, that's what shoppers in Pennsylvania are jockeying for at a holiday market booth gone viral for offering unclaimed mystery packages for sale. According to WPVI, organizers buy up the undelivered items from retailers, so instead of going into a landfill, for between $10 and $40, these still wrapped mystery parcels can find a new owner. But here's the catch. You don't know what's in the package until it's bought. And customers say the not knowing is half the fun.
It's actually thrilling.
It's a lot of fun.
I love it. I don't have a baby and I love it.
For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
I've seen some of those
the unclaimed packages.
Yeah, and there's a lot of trends right now kind of going viral on Reels and stuff like that,
like
where you do like a
mystery
white
box.
elephant and everyone gets like an unclaimed
I wonder if one of my
package.
missing packages is in there.
Someone just
You never
got
know.
lucky.
But that cat.
Oh my gosh.
I need to
that
text my
cat.
cats and ask them where's their diploma, because
Next level.
there's cats like that out there. Mm-hmm.
Just high school level cats.
Yeah.
Basic.
I know. Yeah. GED.
Yeah.
Homeschooled.
Coding classes.
Just teaching them the streets. Teaching them the
Yeah,
streets.
yeah.
All right, so much for ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. The holidays, of course, can be joyful, but also for many veterans, they can reopen old wounds. Coming up, why mental health advocates say this season can be especially hard for those who have served.
And what started during the pandemic has become a holiday tradition, lighting up the Yakima Valley from Whoville to Barkville. How this year's drive-through light show is bigger and brighter than ever. These stories and more are in your next half hour, but first, your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, the owners of TikTok signing a deal with investors to keep the app operating in the United States. The joint venture includes Oracle and other companies, with ByteDance maintaining 20% ownership. TikTok's algorithm will be retrained to protect against outside manipulation. Next, OpenAI has launched an app directory right inside ChatGPT. It's divided into 3 sections: feature, lifestyle, and productivity, which lets you connect to commonly used apps and sites. There's also an Apple Music app that helps users organize their music through a chat interface. And finally, Amazon just rolled out a new Alexa Plus feature for your Ring doorbell. It can detect a delivery uniform and offer instructions on where to leave a package. It can also be customized to chat with your friends or shoo away unwanted solicitors. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Hannah Battah. Have a great day.
I'm your old wiring. And while you're obsessing over Polar Whisper and White Delight, well, you're forgetting what's hiding behind your wall.
And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, well, paying for all this can burn through your savings.
Switch to Allstate and you could save hundreds. What are you waiting for?
Meet my bestie. National University supports all her Anns. With flexible online courses, she can be a student and an adventurer. She's an Ander. National University, supporting all your Anns.
Sometimes you just need a moment. Self-care has never been this easy. Gummy vitamins from Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin and supplement brand.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good Friday morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us, joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Josh Colbert.
Winds, flooding, snow.
Yes.
All
But
the
thankfully, the flooding isn't as intense as
Yeah.
it was last week. The winds aren't as intense as
Tell
they were.
that to my Christmas decorations, Josh.
Okay, well, it's still
Are
it's
they like
still
completely
windy.
destroyed? I don't even know. I don't even know where they are anymore.
It's still windy enough for today and tomorrow to have to like tie down your Christmas decorations, but we're not seeing 80, 90 mile per hour gusts this time. So that's
What a blessing.
trying to give it, magnitudes. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about those
Dropping
big
things.
That had nothing to do with the wind. That was just operator error.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
big weather stories, big time snowfall totals we're expecting up in the Cascades over the next 4 days. And of course, the wind gust and the river flooding that we were just talking about. For now, we're going to hone in on the gusts anywhere between 25 to 35 miles per hour for today, tonight, and Saturday. So for right now, still the gusts across the map. If there is a little bit of a dead zone, it would be in the Kittitas and the Yakima valleys, but 23 mile per hour gusts for the Tri-Cities, 34 miles per hour for Pendleton. Of course, you can see hour-by-hour wind gusts for your exact home address by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app, free in the App Store or on Google Play. Okay, here is a summation of the winds we'll have for today. Again, anywhere between 20 to 35 miles per hour. Looks like we'll probably keep things fairly calm in the Kittitas Valley. The same thing for tonight, and then for tomorrow, the same thing, and then across the board, maybe the winds just a little bit lighter, but still strong enough to be noticeable. All right, also, we are tracking that river flooding potential in the mountain passes, so I'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks so much, Josh. We begin this morning, this 5:30 half hour, looking to the weekend and community events. And we want to start in Yakima, a holiday tradition dazzling the community once again.
The 6th annual holiday drive-through Light Fest at Yakima State Fair Park is back. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia takes us inside this sparkling celebration, revealing what's new this year and the heartwarming spirit that keeps this event shining bright every holiday season.
Alyssa Howe from the State Fair Park and Event Center shares the inspiring origin of the Drive-Through Light Fest, born from a spark of creativity during the 2022 COVID-19 pandemic, aiming to keep holiday spirits alive while ensuring safety.
Really, it was it began during COVID, and since then the community has just had really overwhelming positive feedback for it, and it's really became a tradition in the Yakima Valley.
Although the festivities officially light up the park from December 12th to December 21st, preparations begin much earlier.
And it's kind of all hands on deck for this event. We have some of our team members working on displays into October, and a lot of us are working on it right after fair, getting everything ready. And the magic kind of just happens with the team support. So it's been fantastic to see.
Each year, the team sets their sights on making the event bigger and brighter. This year, that vision shines through with over 35 miles of holiday lights stretching across the park.
So this year, we did switch some things around. So if you kind of look at the map, a few displays are swapped from where they were last year. And we also added some new displays. So we now have Whoville. And with that, we added some new characters. So we now have Cindy Lou and another Grinch that'll kind of be out in that area. And we also have a new display called Barkville. So that features some really cute light up dogs in that area.
If you're planning to experience this, tickets are available for purchase at the gate. Admission is per vehicle, and both cash and card payments are accepted. Gates open at 4:30 p.m. with the light show running from 5 to 9 p.m., weather permitting. Reporting from Yakima, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
And general admission is $15 per vehicle.
And for those eager to skip the lines, there is a fast pass option available for $25. I love those drive-throughs. We had one in a neighborhood close to where we lived in Utah.
Those are always fun.
Yeah.
Because you can stay warm in the car. You don't have to go outside.
Yeah, rain, snow, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because you can make your way through. I love it.
All right, keep it here because coming up next, we're talking wet, cold weather impacting the Pacific Northwest. And looking ahead, we're checking in with our chief meteorologist, Josh Colbreth, on what this could mean for reservoirs and drought conditions. He's got that full weather breakdown after the break.
Happy holidays from Apple Valley News Now.
The party's just getting started. New Year's Rockin' Eve is turning up live with performances by Mariah Carey, Post Malone, the legendary Diana Ross, and more. New Year's Rockin' Eve live December 31st on ABC.
Experience the magic at Country Mercantile's Holly Jolly Fest this December at our Richland location. Every Saturday and Sunday, December 6th through 21st, starting at 12 p.m. Bring the whole family for Letters to Santa, live music, cookie decorating, and pictures with Santa. Free hot cocoa and train rides every weekend. Explore our gift shop for unique finds, from artisan chocolates to gourmet goodies, perfect for the season. Make your holidays holly and jolly at Country Mercantile's Fest.
Unwrap the gift of music at Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos. Bring home the timeless sound of a Yamaha piano this holiday season, either acoustic or digital pianos. Enjoy 0% financing for 24 months now through January 5th. Available in-store and online. From uprights to grands and the Yamaha Clavinova, all delivering incredible sound with a beautifully natural feel. Make your home sing this Christmas with Yamaha from Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos in Richland.
What matters to me the most is the experience that my clients have when they're building a new home. Fred's always does a great job providing that great experience. They've proven to be a partner to rely on because they do their jobs. There's other things to worry about in building a house than how my clients are being taken care of with their appliance selections. They don't shy away from the headaches and get problem solved for me. I'm Corey Condren, owner of Condren Homes, and I'm proud to have Fred's Appliance as my partner.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Merry Christmas to you and yours from Daikin, everyone at Bruce Heating and Air. We're proud to be in your community. We wish you a safe holiday and all the best in the new year.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's sales event time.
A great time to buy Ranger, Maverick.
Slate it. And F-Series.
America's best-selling trucks for 48 years. Let's light them up.
Now that's some holiday power.
That's holiday pro power onboard.
It's like a mobile generator.
Lease a F-150 SDX 4x4 for $329 a month for 36. Or purchase with 0% for 60 and no payments for 90 days.
The party's just getting started. New Year's Rockin' Eve is turning up live with performances by Mariah Carey, Post Malone, the legendary Diana Ross, and more. New Year's Rockin' Eve live December 31st on ABC.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and take you on that tour of our mountain passes. We start ooff with I-90 at Snoqualmie Pass. Again, it's slushy. Traction tires are advised. Then we'll slide down to U.S. Highway 12 at White Pass, snowy and slushy. Traction tires are required. Now we'll go over to the Blue Mountains, I-84 Cabbage Hill, spots of ice, traction tires advised. And then for Oregon 204 at Tollgate, snowy and slushy, traction tires also advised. I hope this guy has some chains or those traction tires, right? Okay, now let's talk about the river flooding potential that's going to last through 4 in the morning on Monday. We haven't put this to bed quite yet. Still tracking those river gauges at the Natchez River at Natchez and then for the Yakima River at Kiona. So let's take those one gauge at a time. The Natchez River near Natchez, still expecting some minor flooding until 10 a.m. this morning. There will be minor flooding near Natchez, Eschbach Park, Painted Rock, and the north end of Yakima. And then for the Yakima River near Kiona, the minor flooding probably going to start a little bit later this morning, lasting into the early morning hours of Monday. And there will be minor flooding of pastures, roads, and roads adjacent to the river, especially in low-lying areas of West Richland. So again, turn around, don't drown, but we're not thinking the flooding is going to be comparable to what we saw for last week. Okay, speaking of all the rainfall and all the water we've had over the past week or so now, let's talk about the water year numbers. Where do they stand? Well, first, we'll talk about the rainfall numbers. Here's what we've had since October 1st. Here's what we would typically have during that time frame. You do a little bit of math. We have surpluses across the map. So that's very good news, right? This is even better news, okay? If you tabulated all the water that we have right now in the Yakima Basin, if you compared it to what we typically have for this time of the year, we have 27% more water than we would typically have. And keep in mind that the Washington State Department of Ecology's drought emergency definition for a basin is when the basin has 25% less water than typical for that time of the year. So we're surpassing that by 52%. So that's a pretty good cushion that we built up. But here's the problem. Here's the bugaboo, okay? We need a really good snowpack at the end of the season to eventually melt down, and that would go into the reservoirs, and that would improve the reservoir numbers even more. But if the snowpack is below average, especially if it's below average by a pretty good clip, then those numbers could start to go in the wrong direction. So our snowpack is really lacking right now in the Yakima Basin. You see 49% below average for the lower Yakima, 66% below average for the Natchez, 94% below average for the upper Yakima Basin. We had very bad snowpack numbers for last year in this area as well. But we do have a bunch of snow on the way. That is the saving grace. And I will talk about this, talk about the impacts, time it out with Futurecast, all that coming up in a few minutes. But first, right now you're taking a live look at Yakima. This view coming courtesy of Bi-Mart. Thanks for waking up. Good Morning Northwest. We're always on your side.
To me, Harlem is home. But home is also your body.
Last one, everyone.
I asked myself, why doesn't Pilates exist in Harlem? So I started my own studio. Getting a brick and mortar in New York is not easy. Chase Inc. has supported us from Studio 1 to Studio 3.
When you start small, you need some big help, and Chase Inc. was that for me.
Earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials with the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
Introducing Neurostim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
Reach out to Neurostim TMS today and rediscover the light and joy in your life.
Twist the month before gifting. Garage piled high. Houses were bursting. Time to let clutter fly. The Habitat Store wish list is merry and clear. Our shelves need your treasures as holidays near. Make room for the new by sharing the old. Clean, sell-ready items, tidy and bold. We turn good tidings to homes built with grace. For local families to find a safe place. Drop off in Richland, all items lovely and bright. Or call for free pickup and fill our wish list tonight.
The holiday season is in full swing at Shelby's Floral. Shelby's invites you to celebrate the joys of Christmas. Step into a wondrous world filled with the magic of the holiday season. Discover beautiful holiday decor, seasonal centerpieces, and gifts that capture the spirit of giving. Let Shelby's inspire you with a beautiful custom arrangement to complement your seasonal style. At Shelby's, we can bring your home to life with the joys of Christmas. Celebrating 50 years of holiday giving. Come visit Shelby's Floral on Clearwater in Kennewick.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. First Alert Weather days on the horizon as we have multiple feet of snow in store for our Cascade Passes as we have multiple storm systems to go just lined up in the Pacific. So let's go ahead. Well, first, we'll show you First Alert radar for this morning. Still seeing this section of the atmospheric river right on top of the Blue Mountains, and it looks as if this is probably just a rain-snow mix for I-84 and probably snowfall for Oregon 204. Now let's put this into motion with Futurecast for the rest of the day. And it's just going to be rounds and rounds and rounds of snow for the Cascades all throughout Friday. And then guess what? For Saturday, it's looking like it's going to be the exact same thing. So if you plan on going to the west side for this weekend, got to have the tire chains, got to have the winter safety kit ready to go. If you don't have to go to the west side for this weekend, I would recommend that option for sure. Okay, so to that point, here are the snowfall totals we're expecting from this morning through Monday afternoon. 32 inches of snow for Snoqualmie Pass, 28 inches for White Pass, 6 to 4 inches for I-84 and Oregon 204. So definitely the biggest impact's going to be for Cascade Passes, and we'll have a little bit more to go for Monday night into Tuesday morning, maybe another 3 to 4 inches for said Cascade Passes. But then there's another storm system a little bit later in the week for Christmas week, and this one, I think a lot of people are going to have a lot of vested interest in this one in particular, as yes, we are going with the potential for some low elevation snow for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, but there are two things that I want you to pay attention to, okay? Number one, this is a preliminary forecast. This is subject to change. Number two, we're only going with trace amounts of snowfall for now for the valleys, for the basin, and for the foothills. So this is a big, very important forecast. And of course, we'll have a lot more to say about this, and with a lot more confidence too, next week. Okay, here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Breezy today and tomorrow, then watching the chance of a wintry mix for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. In Yakima, the possibility of freezing rain tonight and Saturday night, so just drive like the roads are already icy. In Ellensburg, multiple chances for snowfall over the next week, although it doesn't look like it'll add up to much at all. And then for Hermiston, gusts up to 30 miles per hour today, a little bit calmer for Saturday, then perhaps freezing rain to start Sunday. And finally, for Walla Walla, Rain chances through Tuesday, maybe a transition to a rain-snow mix by Christmas Eve.
Now, the morning sprint.
5:49, it's time for your morning sprint. We start with the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. Emergency officials in Benton County are assessing damage from recent flooding to determine whether the area qualifies for FEMA assistance. Leaders say floodwaters reached major flood stage, in some cases exceeding impacts seen during the 2009 flood. Now, crews are documenting damage to homes and businesses. They're using aerial imagery, drone footage, and reports from residents. And that information then will be submitted to the state as a part of a preliminary damage assessment. Officials stress that residents affected by the flooding should complete the damage assessment form on the Benton County Emergency Services website, as accurate reporting is critical to determining eligibility for federal aid.
And a Yakima Basin habitat biologist says the recent flooding could impact fish populations in the Yakima River, particularly salmon and bull trout that have recently laid eggs. He says floodwaters can destroy or bury some eggs, although long-term impacts depend on several factors. He adds that restoration work by the Yakima Nation, the Department of Fish and Wildlife, and local nonprofits has helped strengthen habitats, allowing fish populations to better withstand flooding. The overall impact depends on when and where different species have spawned.
Now, Tri-Cities Animal Services, which serves Kennewick, Pasco, and Richland, says it is operating near full capacity this year, especially during kitten season. Shelter currently has about 160 animals in its care with limited space. Since the start of 2025, around 3,000 animals have been taken in, with only about 300 reunited with their owners. Officials say flooding and cold temperatures increase the need for sheltering, including evacuations involving pets and livestock. The agency continues coordinating resources to support pet owners during emergencies.
And the dome at Pasco's Memorial Aquatic Pool is now fully installed and interior lighting is completed. The project is designed for year-round use, something that has not been previously offered. Now crews are still waiting on the HVAC system, which is expected to arrive in January. And as of right now, the pool is only available to the Pasco School District swim team. City officials say public safety remains the priority before they open it up to the community.
Oh, the drive-through Light Fest at the Yakima State Fair Park began during the COVID-19 pandemic and as a way to safely spread holiday cheer, and it's since grown into a beloved annual tradition. Organizers say planning begins months in advance, with teams working on displays well before December. This year's event features more than 35 miles of lights, including new themed areas like Whoville and Barksville. The show runs nightly. General admission is $15 a vehicle. For those eager to skip the lines, there is a fast pass option for $25.
Turning now to your national headlines, a White House official says President Trump signed the National Defense Authorization Act into law yesterday. This legislation authorizes nearly $900 billion for military programs. It includes a 4% pay raise for service members, and the bill also includes a provision that pressures the Pentagon to provide more information on military strikes regarding alleged drug trafficking boats in the Caribbean. The package would also cut Secretary Pete Hegseth's travel budget by 25% until unedited videos of the strikes are released to Congress.
5:53 in your business headlines this morning. Many workers fear artificial intelligence is coming for their jobs. Yet some new research finds the opposite is true, at least for now. Jobs that are highly exposed to AI automation have grown at a faster pace than other occupations, according to Vanguard, but their analysis focused on roughly 140 occupations deemed the most vulnerable to getting replaced by AI, including office and law clerks, HR assistants, data scientists. Now, some companies have recently reported that they are eliminating some positions because AI can automate entry-level workers' tasks or make current workers more efficient. Yet there's no evidence that the technology is doing widespread damage because the technology just isn't good enough yet.
Now to your health headlines this morning. The Department of Health and Human Services is reportedly planning to overhaul the schedule of recommended vaccines for children in the U.S. According to one official, the proposed new schedule would recommend fewer shots and bring the U.S. more in line with other developed countries like Denmark. The proposed plan is not a done deal and could still change. Sources say HHS had planned to make an announcement today, but it's now pushed back to next year. And in more health news, a new study suggests eating high-fat cheese and cream may help lower your risk of developing dementia. The researchers followed nearly 28,000 Swedes for up to 25 years, and they found those who ate at least 2 ounces of high-fat cheeses every day had a 13% lower risk of developing dementia. That's compared to those who consumed less than half an ounce. And the study found no benefit from butter, milk, or low-fat dairy products. However, experts not involved in the study are expressing some caution on the findings. A significant limitation is that the study captured dietary habits at only the start of the study, and the researchers did not follow up with the majority of the participants over the duration of the study.
I'll take any excuse to eat cheese.
Oh, absolutely. I'm so excited about that.
5:55, talking sports this morning. The man known simply as the greatest is being honored with 2 stamps. The stamps featuring boxing icon Muhammad Ali will debut on January 15th. Ali once said he should be on a postage stamp because, quote, "That's the only way I'll ever get licked."
Oh.
And I think he means punched.
Right, yeah.
Definitely means punch.
Yeah. Ali was a 3-time heavyweight boxing champ, but he also used his fame to advocate for peace and humanitarian issues. In 2005, he was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which is the nation's highest civilian honor. He passed away in 2016 at the age of 74 following a lengthy battle against Parkinson's disease. Customers can pre-order the Muhammad Ali stamps by going to the Postal Service's website.
Trending now this morning, if your weekend plans include some last-minute holiday shopping, you're gonna have some company.
Yeah, the annual survey finds a record 158.9 million people are expected to shop on the Saturday before Christmas, known as Super Saturday. Stressful Saturday.
Slacker Saturday.
Oh, hey!
And I'm one of them.
Are you one of them? Yeah, that number is up more than 1 million from last year and beats the previous record set in 2022.
Yeah, nearly half of people plan to shop both in stores and online, and the survey also finds 70% of people plan to shop the week immediately after Christmas.
Because that's when all the deals are. That's when everything's on the sale.
I know.
Chocolates.
Chocolates.
Mostly chocolates.
And
Everything else. Yeah. Are you guys done with holiday shopping?
Yes.
Well, I'm done with the shopping. I'm not done with the sending.
Oh, that's the worst part.
So definitely, some people are going to get some stuff late.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, let's let the season just continue.
Yeah, you know, between Christmas Day and New Year's Day, there's all that like in-between weird space. Let's fill that up with goodness.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's the spin I
You okay?
No, I'm coughing. I just had a cough attack.
She's not okay. We're going to take a break. Gosh. She really
Sorry,
she's
guys.
going down. Okay, we're going to get her some water. She'll be just fine, I promise. So much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest in our 6 o'clock hour. A second chance is turning into a real change in Walla Walla as a new community court celebrates a milestone after months of treatment and support. How 2 graduates are proving how this program works. Plus, taking a look at some more community events, filling the weekend with holiday cheer across the Tri-Cities. Details straight ahead in your 6 o'clock hour. And of course, busy for Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
That is right. Yeah, we're talking a bunch of snow just for the mountains, right? Maybe some snow for lower elevations. Ooh. Maybe around Christmas Day.
Say a lot of snow.
A lot of maybes in there, but I'll have more specifics about that coming up on Good Morning Northwest at 6.